Good morning, students. Today I am going to start chapter number 9 Public Facilities from Civics. And today's topics are number 1 is water and the people of Chennai. Number 2, water as part of the fundamental right in life. And topic number 3 is public facilities. So, my dear students, first of all, I will go through the water and the people of Chennai. And this chapter I will start and discuss with the help of three examples of three kind of people who are living in Chennai, in which number 1 is Mr. Ram Gopal, who was the senior government officers and live in Ananagar, Chennai. And he was living in a very lush, green and maintained area of Chennai, and his bungalow there, Mr. Ram Gopal have tap of water for major part of the day. And if any day when the water supply is inadequate, then Mr. Ram Gopal speaks to a senior officers whom he knows in the municipal water board, and water tanker is easily arranged for his house. And second example is related to the Subramaniam apartment, who live in Malapur, and he sometimes suffers from water shortage, and this area gets municipal water once in 2 days. And every family like Subramanian's apartment in Malapur having a private borewell to meet the needs of water, but sometimes that borewell water is coming in black color, so the resident use it in their toilets and for washing purpose, etc. And Subramaniam sometimes purchase water from the tankers and spend near about 500 to 600 rupees per month for drinking water. Okay, and many of them like Subramaniam's installed a water purification system in their homes. And after that, Siva, who lives on rent on the first floor of house in Medipakkam and gets water once in 4 days. And due to the shortage of water, in which Siva cannot bring his family to Chennai, because for drinking water Siva buys bottled water. Okay, and after that, fourth example was related to the Padma, who is a domestic help and who is a domestic helper and live in Saidapet, and she pays a rent of rupees 650 for the hutment, and there is no bathroom or nor a tap of connection. And Padma, near about 30 hutments, there is a common tap at one corner of the basti, and in which water comes from a borewell for 20 minutes twice a daily. And hardly a family gets to fill a maximum of 3 buckets within these time. Alright. So students, on the basis of above 4 example, now you can understand that how poor people and people who belong to the middle class suffering from the water shortage and water scarcity in their locality. And in the compare of these three people, Ram Gopal, who was a rich person and senior government officer, he was living a very lush and posh area of Chennai and also having adequate and proper facility of water. So students, on the basis of above topic, now I am going to discuss with you that is water as a part of the fundamental right to life for all. Okay, so your next topic is water as part of the fundamental right in life. So students, on the basis of above 4 people, now you can understand how water is necessary and important for everybody and to complete the needs and requirement. So water is very essential for life and also for good health. And fresh drinking water is very important and necessary to complete our daily needs. But safe drinking water also very helpful to prevent many water-borne diseases. And if we will take the example of India, then India has one of the largest number of cases of diseases such as diarrhea, dysentery, cholera. Alright, and near about 1,600 Indians, especially children below the age of 5, reported die every day only because of water related diseases. And student, these kind of death can be prevented if people have access to safe drinking water. Alright, and it is the responsibility of the government of any country and especially in India to provide safe drinking water to every people of India. Okay, and even our Constitution of India recognizes the right to water as being a part of the fundamental right to life under Article 21. It means every person of India has right, whether he or she is rich or poor, to have sufficient amount of water to fulfill his or her daily needs at a price that she can afford. Or in another word, we can say that there should be universal access to water. And the word universal here stands for everyone access to water. That's why it is said that water is a very important part of life and also fundamental right for everyone's life to get safe drinking water by its government according to the Constitution of India. Alright, and student, as I told you above that there have been several court cases in which both the High Court and the Supreme Court have held that the right to safe drinking water is a fundamental right. And in 2007 only Andhra Pradesh High Court restated this while hearing a case based on a better letter written by villager of Mahbubnagar district on the contamination of drinking water. And the villagers' complaint was that a textile company was discharging poisonous chemical into a stream near his village, and also that industry responsible to contaminated groundwater due to the release of water into the stream without any treatment. Alright, and that stream was the source for irrigation and drinking water for the people of Mahbubnagar district. So finally, the judges ordered the Mahbubnagar district collector to supply 25 liters of water to each person in the village. Okay, so students, on the basis of above example of 2007 case of Andhra Pradesh related to the people of Mahbubnagar, in which people get a right for safe drinking water, and court or judge ordered to provide safe drinking water to every person of Mahbubnagar, because industry which is responsible to contaminated or polluted the streams or river where these people of Mahbubnagar were living and completing water requirement from that stream water. Okay, so students, now you can understand that how water as part of the fundamental right to life by the Constitution of India. Okay, after that your next topic is public facilities. As I told you, whatever public facilities required by the people and especially common people of India, that is responsibility of the government to provide each and every facility to the local and common people of India, whether he or she belonging to the rich class or poor class or belonging to any community or any religious group. So, as well as like water, there are many other essential facilities that need to be provided for everyone. And as I told you, and I had already discussed with you about the healthcare facilities and sanitation. It means providing healthcare facilities by the government dispensary and government hospitals, and also providing neat and clean sanitation for the local poor and common people of India are also another public facilities which are the fundamental right to life of the common people of India by the Constitution. So, as well as like water, healthcare, and sanitation, there are many other things also, kind of public facilities, and it is provided by the government to the people of India as a fundamental right to life, like electricity, public transport, schools and colleges, etc. So these are also known as public facilities. Alright. So my dear students, the important characteristics of a public facilities is that once it is provided, then its benefit or its facilities can be shared by many people. For example, if a school in the village will enable many children to get educated, just like same the supply of electricity and fresh drinking water can be useful for many people, and like farmers can run pump set for the irrigation in their field, and this pumping set can be used by the number of people in a village to complete the needs and requirement of irrigation in their field. Alright, that's like same many schools and colleges opened by the government of a local area or government of India in villages, in which a number of students will find it easier to study. So students, on the basis of above example, now you can understand water is not only a essential facilities whatever provided by the government, as well as like water, healthcare system, and sanitation, electricity, and providing a good education facilities in the form of school and colleges in the villages of India, etc., are the important fundamental rights of the common people, and it is the responsibility of the government to provide these facilities to every people of India. All right. So students, on the basis of above four example, you can understand that rich people can get all the facilities very easily in the compare of common people and local people. But as well as like rich people of Chennai, these three people of Chennai also have a fundamental right to providing these facilities to the people. Okay, so students, for today's that's all, and my next explanation I will discuss with you the government's role to providing these public facilities to the people, and water supply to Chennai, is it available to all or not. All right, thank you and have a nice day.